Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning, IB, to the panel of lecturers. Today, I will present my research, which is the relationship between physical activity, sleep quality, and sleep efficiency among young adults. Okay, before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Fakhruddin Haikal bin Muhammad Fakhruzi. My metric number is 2019-728-633. My class is to SR243B and the code is SRW655. Okay, we will start with the chapter 1. In the chapter 1, we will begin with the background of the study. As we all can see, my main component is physical activity, sleep quality, and sleep efficiency. Physical activity refers to the any physical activity or action that increase energy cost. Next, sleep quality. Sleep quality is defined as certification of the sleep experience, integrating aspect of sleep initiation, sleep maintenance, and sleep quantity and refreshment upon awakening. Next is sleep efficiency. Sleep efficiency is defined as the ratio of your total sleep or your total time in bed. Next, I will go to the problem statement. As we all know, many people nowadays not take serious about the importance of taking care of our own health. So, if we want to take care of our own health, if we want to have a healthy lifestyle, we need to focus on physical activity and focus on sleep quality. Okay, the decrease of such sleep quality leads to negative health problem such as lowering self-rated health and increasing risk of cardiovascular and metabolic disease. This issue of sleep quality affect 40% of young adults. In this specific population, poor and insufficient sleep quality leads to the increase of mental problem and delinquent behavior. Recently, a great alternative and suggestion has been put in promoting physical activity and physical fitness in order to improve sleep quality. Therefore, this study wants to investigate the association of physicality, sleep quality, and sleep efficiency among young adults. As we can see, physicality and sleep quality very play the main role for people to have a healthy lifestyle. Next, I will proceed to research objective. In this research, there will be two research objectives, which is to investigate the relationship between physical activity and sleep quality among young adult, and the second one is to investigate the relationship between physical activity and sleep quality among young adult. Next, I will proceed to the circle of study. Benefit of this study may be used for young adult athlete and parents. This study may give a lot of advantage to young adult athlete and parent because in this kind of stage, young adult athlete and parent, they will have a lot of problem in health, sleep problem. So when they acknowledge this study, it will help them to improve their health rated fitness or they improve their health in very a lot of way. Next, we'll proceed to chapter 2, literature review. Okay, physical activity participation. Over the past 50 years, there has been a total change into the lifestyle from physically active to a sedentary lifestyle. There has been a worldwide acknowledgement that physical activity participation is a fundamental process for someone to improve physical and mental health. Doing a physical activity can help to increase a person's health and hinder the beginning of chronic disease such as cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and osteoporosis. Participation in physical activity also being said can decrease the level of anxiety, depression, and stress and improve energy level. As we can see, physical activity can give a lot of advantage to people. But people nowadays are too busy with work. Students nowadays are busy with homework during a daily lifestyle routines. So they seems to forget the advantages of physical activity can provide to them. Next, we'll proceed to sleep. Sleep is basically a most important need for human because during sleep people will recovering will take a rest from a low day, for a long day of work. So sleep has been reported over the years to be closely linked to physical activity and mental well-being. Many consider sleep as the most essential aspect of recovery. So, as we can see, sleep can give a lot of advantage to us because sleep also play an important role like physical activity. So, we proceed to the relationship between physical activity and sleep quality and sleep efficiency. The most fundamental findings show that a positive correlation is that physical activity result in better sleep or less sleep, leading to the higher involvement in physical activity. This statement shows that if we take care of our sleep, it can help to improve us when we are doing physical activity. They can increase our performance. Physical activity also been stated that can engage or promote better sleep. This statement also shows that when we do a lot of physical activity, it can help to improve our sleep, which is good for our health. In a previous study, students who are less fit show a poor quality of sleep than students who are fit. So we proceed to the chapter 3, which is methodology. First is research design. A descriptive correlation design will be used for this study. The aim of correlation research is primarily to establish the relationship between variables. No manipulation of variable occurring in this research design is carried out, as all variables are justified as is as independent variables. This implies that the variable depends on what variable first affect the other variable. So we proceed to the sampling. Our target population is ipoh young adult. The population size is unknown. The inclusion criteria is age between 18 to 25 because we will focus more on young adult. Healthy, healthy person, non-smoker, and no underlying medical disease. The sample size are using G power. According to Creswell 2011, at least 270 participants in the correlation in order to establish the relationship based on G power software. The sample size will be 270. 20% will be added as a backup. Hence, the total of sample size will be 324. The sampling technique will be used is purposive sampling. Okay, this is the G power. How we get the 270. Next, I will proceed to instrumentation. First, we go to physical activity. In physical activity, we will use EPAC questionnaire. EPAC is a questionnaire that analyze physical activity based on 7 days. It be divided to 3 stages, which is vigorous activity, moderate activity, and low activity level. So, the original author recommended the last 7-day recall version of the EPAC short form for physical activity surveillance study because the burden on participants to report their activity is small. Next, EPUB short form has been constantly shown to have a high reliability from 0.66 to 0.88. So the EPUB questionnaire is very reliable. Next, we proceed to sleep efficiency. In sleep efficiency, we will use Epworth Happiness Scale. This is an easy self-administered questionnaire that shows the measurement of the general of the subject sleepiness throughout the day. The reliability of the questionnaire is reliable, which is the test reliability is 0.78 to 0.93. The Crosby alpha also is good, is because it's more than 0.8. Next, we will proceed to sleep quality, which is we will use PSQI questionnaire. This questionnaire is assessing the standard of sleep and disruption for a month's interval. In this questionnaire, it contains 19 items, generate 7-part score, which is divided by 7, which is quality of sleep, sleep latency, sleep duration, normal quality of sleep, sleep disorder, sleeping drugs, and depression during the day. The sum for these 7 components will be a total score. Next, we proceed to the data collection. First, the first thing we will do, we'll do ethical approval. After we get approval, we ask permission to conduct the research from the subject. Next, we will provide a brief explanation regarding the study and provide questionnaire to the subject. Subject will remember all the activity during the past month and answer the questionnaire. Then we will collect the data from the questionnaire and analyze the data. So our data analysis will be to investigate the relationship between physical activity and sleep efficiency, and to investigate the relationship between physical activity and sleep quality. So the both analysis will be correlation. Next, I will proceed to chapter 4. In this chapter 4, this will be the result that we get from SPSS. First, the relationship between physical activity and sleep efficiency. Okay, from this table, we can see that there is no significance in between the result because the p-value is more than 0.05. So we can see the scatter diagram. In this scatter diagram also, it has been shown that there is no significance between the physical activity and sleep efficiency. Next, the relationship between physical activity and sleep quality. In this table also, as we show, there is no significance between physical activity and sleep quality because it's more than 0.05. From the diagram also, from the scatter diagram also, we can see that there is no significant that there is no significance between physical activity and sleep quality because if the scatter diagram has significant, the arrow will be straight up, will be balanced between EPUB and PSQI. But now the line of the diagram has go downward, so there is no significance between both physical activity and sleep quality. Okay, next we'll proceed to the chapter 5, which is discussion. Okay, first, the relationship between physical activity and sleep quality. A study conducted by Bichel in 2016 found out that ungraduated being measured their physical activity and sleep found that there are no correlation between sleep and physical activity. Moreover, samples from other research also shows that 11 participants doing a 1 day late night exercise and the other day with no exercise. The result of the night show that doing exercise and not doing exercise has no difference in the sleep quality. Previous study also has explored the relationship between physical activity and sleep quality, found no effect on 14 male participants, affect varying the intensity of physical activity on sleep quality during the days with physical activity and physical activity. Next is the relationship between physical activity and sleep efficiency. Some studies state there are positive results when doing a physical activity on sleep efficiency. According to Cradlow, Capozzoli, Heron, Calkins, and Otto in 2015, doing a daily exercise has a beneficial effect on sleep efficiency, medium effect on sleep onset latency, and moderate beneficial effect on sleep quality. Similar finding has also been found in study of Lang in 2016 and Chinoy in 2015. Young adults with lower level of muscular endurance, flexibility, cardiorespiratory fitness seem to be highly affected with poor sleep quality. So, for my conclusion is the relationship between physical activity, sleep efficiency, and sleep quality is still not known. It's still unknown. The result may be affected by based on component or assessment that researcher is using to find the data. The study also cross-sectional, where significant and non-significant result can be achieved. Okay, next reference. And thank you. If there has any question, you can ask.